Hey there, nerds. Jimmy Palmquist here. We're talking a little Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I'm super excited for this movie, and everybody's saying, oh, this is the first offshoot. Yeah, it's the first offshoot in a movie. We've had a ton of these in the extended universe if you've ever read those. So it's nice to be able to start seeing these come to life on screen. Really excited. And I like the story we're starting to see develop. We know who's in the film pretty much, but we don't know their characters yet for the most part. I want to start off by saying I really hope Ben Mendelsohn from Dark Knight Rises and Bloodline, if you haven't seen the Netflix original Bloodline, it's awesome. He's an amazing actor. It always seems to be a bad guy, and I hope he continues this. I'd love to see him play Grand Moff Tarkin. Man, that would be awesome. And he's kind of got the same look, so I would love to see that. I'm not saying that's what's going on. I'm just saying I wish. Who knows? But I'd love to see that. Mads Mikkelsen is going to be a lead, and it looks like he's going to be playing sort of a Robert Oppenheimer character from what I read. And by that I mean Robert Oppenheimer was one of the lead scientists who created the atom bomb. Now, if you know your American history, we obviously used the atom bomb twice on Japan in order to end World War II. He was conflicted because as a scientist, he broke barriers and made strides in science that nobody had ever really done before. But at the same time, the thing he created destroyed, I believe it was 200,000 lives, like dead in seconds, gone, vaporized, doesn't exist. So he became, basically the doctor of death. And from what I'm reading, Mads Mikkelsen's character is doing the same thing, where he is creating the Death Star basically from the plans that they got at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I'm sorry, at the end of Attack of the Clones, and building it, but he kind of doesn't realize that's what it's going to be used for. He's fixing problems that were in the original design plans, and as a scientist, all he's doing is trying to fix problems and create something, and it's not until it's too late that he realizes, oh my god, I've created a weapon of death that eventually will destroy Alderaan. So it's a very true-to-life story in that this happens, and it has happened. I'm excited to see him do this. I just love his acting. Him playing Hannibal on the TV show was phenomenal. Him in Casino Royale, James Bond, was awesome. I think he's a phenomenal actor, and I'm so happy he's in the Star Wars universe. I can't wait to see his character unravel. Like I said, Ben Mendelsohn's in it. Again, we don't know his character. I apologize for assuming he's going to be a villain. I just love when he's a villain in the roles. You can say the same for Mads, but it seems like Mads is sort of going back and forth, or starting bad and then going good. There's speculation that Felicity Jones from Spider-Man 2 and The Theory of Everything will be Mads Mikkelsen's daughter in the film, and that he sort of utilizes her to bridge the gap to the Rebel Alliance and get the plans to the Rebel Alliance, or at least get that so that they have the plans. Alan Tudyk is in it. I love this dude. He is phenomenal. Obviously, he was in Firefly, which is great to see him sort of stride sci-fi universes. Tucker and Dale is an awesome movie. I love him in that. He's great in all his animation work. Wreck-It Ralph, he was great. I really enjoy him. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming he's going to be a good guy, but you never know, because he is an amazing actor that you kind of, I don't want to say discount, but you never kind of realize how good he is. So he can go either way, in my opinion, but I'd like to see him as a good guy, because I work for the good guys. Another big one, Forrest Whitaker. This dude is amazing. He's been around forever, and he just adds gravitas to everything he does. Taken 3 was an awful movie. Awful. But he was a bright, shining moment. Every time his character was on screen, I was interested in what was going on. Other than that, it was an awful story. Awful. It's not Liam Neeson's fault. Not his fault. Just an awful script, awful story. But Forrest Whitaker is amazing. I can't wait to see what character he plays. Diego Luna, not exactly the most known actor in the world, but I first became aware of him, I guess, in Open Range. He's a really good bit part, small part. And then in further movies, more movies, I think it was, what's the Matt Damon movie? It was not a good movie, follow-up to District 9. But he was in that. No, again, not bad. So I'm hoping he has a little bigger role in this one. We'll see. I'm just excited to get another Star Wars movie, and the first one that has nothing to do with the Skywalker clan. And just the point that we're going to see Rogue One, which I'm excited. I want to see where this goes. We're going to get the plans from the Death Star that lead right into A New Hope, so that the Rebel Alliance can start sort of evening the balance of power against the Empire. It's one of the Star Wars ones where we know what's going to happen. I just hope they're able to write it better than the prequels, which is something we also knew what was going to happen. Gareth Edwards is the one who's directing it, best known for Monsters and the most recent Godzilla movie. So from the stills and stuff we've seen, it seems pretty gritty. I think he can handle this. I'm really excited. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Rogue One, a Star Wars story.